Hi everybody, welcome back to Los Amigos, week 2. We're doing yoga this week. First, we're gonna do a quick introduction. I'm Caitlin, and we're also gonna tell you guys our favorite season this week. So my favorite season is fall because I like wearing cozy sweaters. I'm gonna pass it to Trina.
Hi everybody, my name is Trina, and my favorite season, this is a tough one because I love all the seasons, but I really like spring because everyone is in a good mood, the weather is getting better, the trees and the plants, they start to sprout, and I feel like it's just a really happy season. I'm going to pass it to Kira.
Hi, I'm Kira. My favorite season is probably also spring. I love like the flowers budding and all that. So I'll pass it to May.
Hi, I'm May. My favorite season is definitely summer. Okay, I'll pass it to Tyler.
I'm Tyler, and my favorite season is also summer. I'll pass it to Ryan and Eric.
I'm Ryan, and my favorite season is also summer. Eric.
I'm Eric, and my favorite season is autumn because of leaves. And
I'm Caroline, Eric's girlfriend, and my favorite season is winter because I like hot cocoa.
Oh, who are we gonna pass it to?
I think that's everybody, right? Did we miss anybody? No, that's everybody. Okay, so we're gonna do some yoga. I'm gonna keep myself unmuted. There might be cars driving by, but we're just gonna roll with it. So if you have a yoga mat, that's great. If you don't, if you have a blanket or a towel, that works too, or just a carpet. If not, if you only have hardwood, you could maybe pad your knees with a t-shirt or something. So yeah, just get that set up on the ground and then you're ready to go. I also have a blanket here with me that I'm gonna sit up on. Sometimes it helps to lift your hips a little bit when you're sitting, but that is definitely not required. So we're gonna start just in a nice comfortable seat. So come down to the ground. You can cross your legs if you want. And you're just gonna notice how you feel. If you're doing this at night, you might have had a long day. Maybe you're doing it in the morning. Just kind of check in with yourself, see how you're feeling, what's going on in your brain. You can close your eyes.
And just one more thing, if you can't sit on the floor, you can sit in a chair.
Yes, you can always sit in a chair, even on the couch or on your bed. Anything that's comfortable, all you need to do is just sit. All right, so you can close your eyes or have a nice soft gaze. You can start to find some movement if it feels good. You can sway a little bit to the left, to the right. You can tilt your head a little bit. Draw little circles with your nose to the left and to the right. Start to ground your shoulders down a little bit. Feel some weight in your elbows. And you might feel your breath starting to deepen. That's awesome. If not, you can start to deepen it yourself. Just nice slow inhales and slow exhales. And notice if you're clenching any of your muscles, maybe in your face or in your legs. Try to just relax a little bit. All you need to do is be here and be seated. All right, So you can start to open your eyes. And we're gonna stretch out our side body a little bit first. So you can bring your left hand down to the ground if you can reach it. If not, you can prop your hand up on a pillow or some books or something. And we're gonna take our right hand and reach up and over our head. And you should feel a nice stretch in your right side body. If it feels good, you can come down onto your elbow. If not, stay up on your hand. Notice if your neck is drooping, you want to keep it kind of up and supported. And remember to keep taking nice long breaths in and then out. You can make little circles with your wrist if that feels good. All right, and then you can start to come through forward with your arm. Feel the skin of your back stretching and come around, and we're gonna do the other side. Come back through. We're gonna do once more on each side. Through the middle, back to the right side. See if you can open your chest up to the sky. Nice open heart. All right, and we're gonna come back to the middle. We're gonna do a few shoulder circles. So bring your shoulders up towards your ears and then back down. Squeeze your shoulders together in the back. Feel nice open through your chest. Do that a few more times. Notice if you hear any sound effects, anything crunching in your neck, that's okay. You can switch the direction, go forward. Take any other movements you need in your neck. All right, now we're gonna move into a nice gentle twist. So bring your left hand back behind you, if you can, or as far to the left as you can, and bring your right hand to your left knee. And you're gonna sit up tall through your chest and just gently twist to your left. Take nice big inhales, and on the exhale, you can twist a little further if that feels good for you, but don't push anything. Just notice how you feel. All right, and then we're going to come to the other side. So bring your right arm back and your left arm to your right knee if you can. We're going to come back through to center. All right, We're gonna stretch our legs out a little bit. So you can bring your right leg out. If you're sitting in a chair, you can move to the floor if you can, or your bed or a couch, something that keeps you up and elevated. You can always keep a nice bend in your knee. It doesn't have to be straight. You're gonna sit up tall, lift your chest up to the sky, and reach your hands up and down towards your foot. It doesn't even have to come close. If you reach your knee, that's great. Your foot, your shin or your calf. And just take nice deep breaths. Send some love to your legs that carry you through life. Notice if you feel tight or if you feel like you haven't stretched your legs in a while. That's okay. That's why we're here. All together, Los Amigos squad. And you can drop your head down if that feels good. Start to slowly bring it back up. And we're gonna do the other leg. So bring other leg in and your left leg out. We're gonna go up and over, down towards your left foot. My squeaky floor. All right, you can start to make your way back up. And we're gonna do one of my personal favorites, the butterfly. So you can bring both of your feet in. You can give yourself a nice little foot massage here. That feels good. And you're gonna lift up through your chest. And your knees don't have to come anywhere close to the ground. You're just gonna feel a nice stretch in your legs. And you can lean forward a little bit if that feels good. Start to make your way back up. All right, now we're gonna come forward onto all fours. So take your time getting there. You can pad your knees with a blanket, that feels good. Or if it doesn't feel good to put weight on your hands, you can always just sit on your legs like this and stretch out your back that way, but we're gonna do cat-cow now, which is always fun. So what you wanna do is come to all fours, press up through your hands so you're not dumping weight in your wrists. And you're gonna drop your belly, look up to the sky, open your shoulders up. And this is cow pose. Should feel nice in the back and in the front of the neck. And then for cat pose, you're gonna dip down the other way, push up through, so your back is arched like a Halloween cat. Push up through your fingers. Feel a nice stretch in the skin of your upper back. And then back down to cow, open back up. Now that you know the two poses, you can go with your own breath. So you can open up to cow on an inhale and down to cat on an exhale. If this doesn't feel good in your body, you can always come off of the wrists and stretch up like this and back down like this. You can also start to incorporate what feels good. So you can rock a little bit left to right or circle your stomach around a little bit, your neck. Just do what your body is telling you to do. Remember to keep taking deep breaths, sending breath to your whole body. Do a couple more. And then when you're feeling good, we're gonna come into child's pose. So you're gonna take your two big toes and bring them together. And you're gonna bring your knees wide, like as wide as your yoga mat, or if you have a blanket or anything. And then you're gonna sink your hips back and down and through and bring your arms up in front of you and melt your heart down to the ground. If this doesn't feel good, you can always come back to a seat like this. Maybe massage your hips a little bit. And just listen to your breath. I heard someone say one time that your breath is your own personal ocean. You can listen to the rise and the fall, the crash of the waves. Listen to what it sounds like to be breathing, to be alive. All right, we're gonna start to make our way back up to all fours. And from here, we're gonna bring our left leg up and forward like this. So we're gonna be in a nice lunge like this. And again, you can pad your back knee. And if this doesn't feel good, you can always revert back to a seat at all times. So you want your front knee to be over your front ankle. And just kind of rock back and forth a little bit. Feel what this feels like, what your body's telling you. And when you're ready, we're gonna plant our right hand down on the ground. If you can't reach it, you can always prop your hand up with some books. And we're gonna open our left hand up to the sky. If you can only come up here, that's great. But open as far as you can. Open your heart up to the sky. Look up. Feel the nice twist. Stay rooted down through your back foot and squeeze your legs in towards the middle. Have a strong foundation. And then come right back down. And now we're going to shift our weight back onto our right foot and bring our left foot. Point your toe up like this. And then stretch out your hamstring just a little bit. So I'll go to the side so you can see what that looks like. Like this. Just stretch down. Try not to lock your knee. A nice bend is great. Just feel what that feels like. Stretching our legs. And then when you're ready, come back towards the center and come back to all fours. We're going to do the other side. So come back and forth a little bit. Feel your hips stretching, your legs. And when you're ready, plant your left palm and twist open to the right. And if you feel like you might fall here, that's okay. If you do fall, that's okay. Come back down and we're gonna stretch through our other hamstring. So bring your leg back like this. Keep breathing here, sending breath to your legs. Great. And when you're ready, come back through center, come back to all fours, and we're gonna come up to standing. So I'm gonna adjust my camera really quick. All right, so we're in a nice standing position. Feel free to adjust your clothes if you need to. I'm gonna duck down a little bit here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take nice deep breaths in as we reach up towards the sky. I'm gonna move my camera a little bit more so you can see my arms. On an inhale, up towards the sky. And on an exhale, you can bring your hands down towards your heart. And we're just gonna do that a few times, stretching through the arms. Inhale to reach up. And exhale down through the center. You can shake your arms out a little bit if that feels good. And go with the sound of your breath. Do one more. All right, and now we're gonna do a nice forward fold. So even if you can only make it down here, that is great. Go as far down as you feel comfortable. Have a nice soft bend in your knees. Come towards your toes. You don't even need to come close. You could be at your knees or a little bit further. And just hang out here. See how you feel. See how it feels to stretch through your legs. You can straighten one and then the other if that feels good. You can let your head hang. You can grab your elbows with your opposite hand if that feels good. Just hang out. Let the blood rush to your head. You can bend your knees. stretch through your back. Rock your head a little bit, side to side, if that feels good. And when you're ready, slowly roll back up into a nice standing position like this. And we're just going to take a few nice deep breaths here. Drop your shoulders down, open your chest up to the sky. Notice where your mind is at, what you're thinking about. All right, we're gonna bring it back down to the ground, do a couple more stretches, and then close it out. So I'm gonna tilt my camera back down. Hope you guys can all see me. All right, so come to that nice seat. Again, if you have a chair, that works too. And we're just gonna do a couple more shoulder rolls. Notice how you're feeling. And when you're ready, we're gonna come to lie on our backs. I know you might not be able to see all of us. I'm gonna try to tilt my camera down. So you're gonna come to lie on your backs and you're gonna hug your knees up towards your chest. If you can't do that, you can leave them like this, planted on the ground for some support. But if you can, you're gonna come down to the ground like this and just hug your knees right up. So I'm gonna stay just like this. And you can roll around a little bit, left to right. Get a nice back massage from the ground. You can hold your knees with your hands and do a few circles. Notice how your hips feel after we stretch them a little bit. All right. And when you're ready, we're going to bring our knees over to our left side. And if you can, try to keep your right shoulder rooted down on the ground. So it's going to be a nice twist. And if your legs are up like this, you can just drop your legs down towards the side, just like this. You can look over your right shoulder if that feels good. Take some nice deep breaths. And when you're ready, come back through center. And over to the right. All right, and when you're ready, come back through center. And we're gonna end just by laying down. You can keep your legs up like this, or you can bring them down towards the ground. If it doesn't feel good to lay down, you can always come back up to a seat like this. I'm going to be seated just so you can hear me a little bit better. And just notice how you feel. Notice if it's different from when we started. Notice if it's the same. Keep breathing. Relax the weight of your body into the ground. See if there's anywhere you're still clenching, like in your jaw, your legs, or your toes. Try to let it all go. And we're going to be here for another minute or so. Notice the sounds around you. And when you're ready, you can start to slowly open your eyes, move your arms and your legs a little bit. And come back up to a nice seat. Whenever you're ready, take your time. So that is it for yoga today. I hope you guys enjoyed. Sad that we can't be doing this in person, but I am sending you all good vibes through the computer, and I'm sure everyone else is too. So it's nice to be here with you guys, and we will see you next week.
Bye, everyone.